if his name's Andy Kaufman, he's out on this TV show and going mad, then he must be mad.
This has been a very hard week for me. Why? I don't, I'm not trying to be funny right now. This is true.
One day we were having lunch at the commissary, and this is at Paramount, and I knew things were strange because you can tell he had on his wrestling clothes underneath. Just the way his shirt had that look underneath. You could see the tights underneath. And also that he was been taking now to wearing the belt underneath. And we knew then that we had to say and said, Ann, babe, sweet, we love you, but the whole intergender thing, you're gonna get hurt. You're pushing yourself too hard.
I think, yeah, I was nervous. I was worried about Andy, and then the neck brace and stuff. But you never knew. I mean, you never knew with Andy.
Because of last week's show, my job at Taxi is in jeopardy.
He asked me for money, and I said, fine, as long as you're not going to spend it on ropes or anything like that. I mean, or like, especially, once again, it's the same problem for me of buying wrestling gear or anything like that, or using it to finance another bout or a mat. I mean, I know you can tell when he wants money for a mat. He had that look.
I don't know how many matches he might have staged at his house, because he had a wrestling mat there at his home.
When I saw him on the streets of New York panhandling, I mean, I was there for a Thanksgiving vacation, and there he was begging.
My friends won't talk to me, and my wife, I'm in the middle of, thanks to last week, I'm in a separation with my wife.
You just didn't know with Andy. You see, you never were sure.
There's always that thing, oh my gosh, this time it's for real.
I was just trying to have fun.
It was just sad that it went so far. No one knew, and no one could stop it. It's too bad.
And maybe I went too far, I don't know. That's what most people are telling me.
People would look at him and say, nah, that can't be Andy Kaufman.
I don't see anything wrong with trying to... So fun. So I was...
Well, how do you tell a friend to stop wrestling? It's hard.
He's crazy.
And I'll tell you, I'm not going to stop now. I won't stop until I find someone who's going to put Jerry Lawler into the hospital just like he did me. And it won't be for any 3 days. It won't be for a week. It'll be for a month, maybe for a year. Jerry Lawler will not want to go back into professional wrestling when I'm through with him, because I'm offering $5,000 to any wrestler that can put him in the hospital. And I'm dead serious about this, ladies and gentlemen. I will not stop until Jerry Lawler is in the hospital.
I want you to take a good look at this piece of film. There's been a lot of men come through here, brother, and they've done a lot of things to the king. There's been men bigger, as you can see right here, bigger and a lot better than your stinking assassins. And, brother, I've had it all done to me by each and every one of them. They've come from all corners of the world. Terry Funk, Kendo Nagasaki, Crusher Blackwell, Nick Bockwinkel, Handsome Jimmy Valiant breaking bottles over my head, Joe LeDuc throwing me on the table. But let me tell you something, brother, I'm still here. Do you see that? I'm always going to be here. It's going to take more than you, Kaufman, and more than you, Hart, and more than your stinking assassins to do away with the king. Brother, he who laughs last laughs best, and I promise you, I swear to God, I'm going to have the last laugh on you bums.
Hey, Jerry Lawler, look at this. King!
Isn't that enough?
All of these shenanigans by Kaufman were absolutely inconceivable. He goes out, he hires other wrestlers, hired these guys to come in here, and cripple Lawler, put Lawler out of the business.
Saying squeeze him, and he lifted up on Lawler, bent him all the way back on the right foot. And Kaufman comes in, puts a foot in the back again of Lawler.
I just cannot understand Kaufman's obsession with this.
And Kaufman slapping him. That's got to be a worse indignity than it is anything else to Jerry.
I believe that was just Andy's way of living out living out his fantasies.
Woo, and as Lawler slips out of the way, he nails the Colossus. Lawler's got him. Hart trying to get the big guy loose from the ropes. And look at Lawler go to work on him. He picks Andy up. He's going to suplex him. He suplexed him down, and now he rolls him over for the pile drive. Nope, a body slam. Hart still trying to get the big guy out of the ropes where Lawler pinned him in. He's going for the suplex. Lawler setting him up, and as he gets him in the air, the Colossus slams him in the back of the neck with a double-handed chop.
Next time, I will not make that mistake.
Next time.
That's right, next time.
I will come back. Tell me that you are crazy enough.
Mr. Russell, I have a lot of money. I make thousands. I make millions of dollars in Hollywood. Oh, come on, sorry. Don't waste your time. I am offering $5,000 to any wrestler that will put Lawler in the hospital. Any wrestler that will pile drive him, and I'll do it myself. I'll get a guy to do it myself. Russell, I'll be back. He hasn't seen the last of me, Russell.
Not only to what a lot of the people, I tell you what, genuinely don't like Kaufman, and with good reason.
And another thing I want to say is, you fans who started booing and hissing me tonight, don't try that again. Don't try that again. I am a star, and next time I come here, I want you all to get down on your knees and bow down to me. And if I pass you by, kiss my feet. Come on, you bunch of slimy hicks from Memphis, Tennessee. You hicks, go and plow the fields and the farms, you little hicks.
I think it's a stupid little wimp weasel.
I thought he was a jerk.
The guy, he goes out, he hires other wrestlers, sends wrestlers, and I'm telling you, big names, Ken Patera, former Olympian, big name.
And when you start to cough, and you start to choke, and quiver, and then you pass out, Jerry Lawler, and then the end result is that you wind up in a hospital bed in a neck brace, just like Andy Kaufman happened to wind up.
You know, I have a point to prove for him, to show him that this is a profession that we take very serious.
Well, we're back on the Jerry Lawler Show, and we don't want to waste any time because I've got some things I want to say to this guy. This is our bad guy interview segment, and this guy came in #2 on the turkey list. None other than Andy Kaufman, and there he is. You came in #2 on our turkey contest.
Listen, Lawler, I didn't know that you were having a contest like that, and if I'd known, I'll sue you. I'll sue you for having me on a contest like that. You are using my name, my face. My name is worth money, and you want to put me on a turkey contest? Let me tell you something. You put my head on the face on that turkey, and I'm going to sue you for slander and libel. That's making me look bad. And what are you trying to be, like David Letterman with the Jerry Lawler Show? You're always telling me not to be in the wrestling business. Now you're trying to be in show business like me. You don't belong in show business. You should stay in the wrestling business, Lawler.
Why doesn't he go back and you know, stay a comic?
Lawler, I am going to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I have been trained by the great Muhammad Ali. You don't know what you're up against. You're so cocky now. You think you're big stuff, big stuff. You haven't seen anything until you met the iron fists of Andy Kaufman. You think I'm just a little man. Wait till you see I have been training, man. I have been training!
It was incredible. And he got the whole, went from comedy to like the Roman arena in about 2 seconds.